Unlike many of the mass extinctions throughout Earth's history, for the KPG extinction, the primary threat didn't come from below the surface, it came from space. That's not to say volcanism didn't contribute, it probably did, but the main trigger was an asteroid. Calling it an asteroid doesn't really give the right idea of the scale. It was 10 to 12 kilometers in diameter, weighing around 1 trillion tons, and was moving at 72 to 90,000 kilometers per hour, or 45 to 56,000 miles per hour. To put that into perspective, imagine something the size of the urban core of Washington, D.C. or Paris, or as tall as Mount Everest, slamming into Earth at 20 times the speed of a bullet. The energy it released is estimated at around 100 million megatons of TNT, roughly a billion times more powerful than the bomb dropped in Hiroshima. The asteroid struck what is now the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico, forming the Chicxulub crater, about 200 kilometers wide and 1 kilometer deep. Within 500 kilometers of the impact, everything was vaporized. Animals, plants, water, even rock. Temperatures soared to thousands of degrees, followed by a shockwave stronger than any nuclear weapon. Virtually nothing survived. In a wider zone of up to 1,500 kilometers away, surface temperatures soared from hundreds to over 1,000 degrees within seconds or minutes. Vegetation ignited. Global wildfires erupted. Most land animals likely died from superheated air or burned in the fires. Aquatic creatures didn't fare much better. While some deep-sea or burrowing species may have escaped the worst, they had to be deep enough to be insulated from the chaos above. The impact also triggered massive earthquakes and tsunamis. The Gulf of Mexico saw waves over 100 meters tall, and ripple effects were felt across oceans around the world. But what about life farther from the blast zone? These organisms escaped the immediate destruction, but not the aftermath. The impact kicked up immense volumes of dust, soot and sulfate aerosols into the atmosphere, plunging the planet into darkness. For up to 2 months there was total night. After that, light remained severely reduced for years. This impact winter disrupted photosynthesis, causing plants and phytoplankton to die off. With the base of the food chain gone, herbivores soon starved, followed quickly by predators. Starvation wasn't the only threat. The loss of sunlight triggered an abrupt and extreme drop in global temperatures. The warm climate of the Cretaceous gave way to freezing conditions. Temperatures dropped by 10 to 20 degrees Celsius in many places. Higher latitudes may have seen sub-zero conditions, and even the equator experienced snow.